Hey guys, it's Daniel with Connecting the Blocks. Today I wanted to show you what we've been working on. It's a Web3 project, Airbnb, and working on it from Moralis. So if you guys are looking into getting into blockchain or DApps, Web3, anything like that, Moralis is a good place. They have good classes. It doesn't cost very much. Different price range, and then you can also use their servers when you're ready to test your apps, and they got a lot of tools to integrate different things. I'll show you a few of them here shortly, but one thing I wanted to talk about first was when you're coding, it's very easy to put in an extra S or a comma or apostrophe or anything like that, and if you do things like that, it's really easy for the program not to run. So just be mindful of that. And sometimes it's kind of hard. So there's different extensions on Visual Studio Code that kind of help you with that, whether that be highlighting different things or formatting different things. It's just kind of convenient. So there's different ones on the internet and things like that. You can tons of videos different people have already done. But what we're going to show you is the prototype that we've been working on from Moralis, and then you can take all these projects and then you can incorporate your own information on them. So you can take them, learn how to code, learn what's going on, learn how it all works, the smart contracts and the DApps and the different, Web3i, kits and tools and, depositories and different things like that. So, don't let it be intimidating. Sometimes it can be. Here's the biggest thing that I've realized with this is you can't give up and understand that there is always an answer. You have to be a problem solver. So if the code's not working, it's not the code, it's not the computer, it's you. So there's a comma somewhere. You didn't format something right. You didn't put something right in. The files that you said to connect are not the files. It's not in the place that you put it. I don't know. But there is Google. Google is huge, Googling things on functions and little things like that, classes and what they mean and how they form also too, whether you're doing CSS or HTML or JavaScript, they all kind of come together. The blockchain is basically, it's a lot of Solidity, which is Ethereum, Matic, a lot of things built on top of that. Rust and C++. Rust being Solana and C++ being like XRP and things like that. C++ and Java and Python are basically what Solidity was kind of thought up around. C++ is C++. But yeah, so learning different languages is basically, good. If you're trying to get into the blockchain, which is I recommend because that's the future, it's Solidity, there's a lot of different languages to be good at, and as you do different things, you will pick up on those languages. I recommend if you're trying to get into the blockchain, Solidity. If you're trying to do websites, JavaScript and CSS and HTML and all them other ones. If you're trying to do backend stuff, Python. Python's a good one. There's some older languages and different things like that. But Moralis has all these classes about it. So, there's a lot of places online that say, hey, pay me $1,500, pay me $2,500, and you're going to be a master coder in 6 weeks. It's a joke. You need to start with something that is cheap, good, you can do on your time, it doesn't cost a lot. Here's the thing, guys. If you need to pay someone that's not a college a bunch of money to teach you something, there's a problem. It should be very cheap because you can find all this stuff on the internet. So Moralis, why are they so good? I think because they are not focusing on making their money off the classes. They're focusing on They provide server services. They provide other services that integrate your DApp and things like that. So, that's where that comes in. And they're more of a company trying to get people into it and things like that. So, what better way than to have, if you're trying to create a community, you don't want to like make it to where the bar's so high you shut people out. You want to make it to where people can get in, right? So think about that when you guys are thinking about, if you're not going to a college, like a literal college where you're going to get a degree, don't pay like $1,500. Don't even pay $500. There's places where you can pay $150, $100, and get classes at your own pace and things like that. This stuff right here, guys, this coding thing is literally another language. So depending on, there's some people that are just born with it, right? Like football players, they can just look at it and be like, oh, I know what this means. I know what that means. But for the most of us, it's a little intimidating. It's a little hard. Don't let it be. Understand that coding is being a problem solver, whether you're doing a website, whether you're doing the blockchain, a smart contract, whether you're doing back end stuff on servers, whatever you're doing, you're problem solving. There is a way to talk to the computer to do whatever you're trying to do, no matter what situation you're in or doing or trying to create. So just know that. Just know that coding is being a problem solver, and you can't give up. Walk away, take a break, but come back to it, and don't burn yourself out. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to, spend like 6 hours today and then never do it, never touch it again, right? Well, wouldn't it have been better if you spent 30 minutes a day and then for 30 days or 60 days or 6 months versus 6 hours the one day, and you got burnt out and you never want to do it again, because that sucks. So just think about that. Pace yourself. Be a problem solver, right? Understand that things like this are a slow moving process. And, in the end, it's going to be well worth it, because it's kind of cool. Not only is it cool, and it's like magic when it works, right? Because you're basically doing stuff that's kind of like magic. But when you're trying to do something and it comes together, it's very rewarding. Very rewarding. So don't give up. All right. Don't give up. There's tools. There's a great community out there. Discord, and that's what's cool about Moralis. I think Moralis, I know I keep talking about it, but I think it's a great program, a great place. They have a great Discord, a great community. The different projects you're working on, you can ask different people, students, that they're working on the same thing. And just a good place. So check them out. Check them out, guys. We'll do a video about Moralis, and we'll actually pull this up. I wanted to show you guys the code and stuff, but I think we got into it a little too much about actually just other stuff. But that's okay. It's cool to talk about different things like that. It's important that if you want to be a coder, just understand that it's not intimidating, and watch a few videos on YouTube, the internet, to get your feet wet. And then when you start doing something, don't get intimidated by it. It's going to be really hard. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie. Like but understand that it's not, rocket science. And even if it was, you could figure that out, because honestly, anything is just spending enough time on it to wrap your mind around it. And once you understand something, the light bulb goes off in your head, and it's over. So that's what you're looking for. And just know that it's definitely achievable. It's not easy, but anything that's worth something cool, right? Anything valuable is, you got to work for it a little bit. So that's the end of this video, guys, because I don't want to make it too long. I will make another video, and I will show you guys the code, and I will not talk about it, other stuff, and won't get distracted. So sorry. But honestly, guys, so the key is not give up, and understand that there is a solution to every type of code. So if it's not working, there's a reason, okay? Just don't give up. Walk away for a few minutes, all right? Because this is important, all right? This is the future. Think of it like the 90s, all right, and the dot-com bubble. The people that understand this now and that can wrap their brain around it and get into it are going to be the winners in 5 years, 10 years. So let's learn now, guys.